What's up guys, Mitch or Deity. I am streaming right now, so this video might be a little bit sloppy, but today we're going to be covering this Mystic Summon banner. They actually released an update patch note type deal where they talk about those of you guys that are worried you do not have this banner if you're a new player and you start after January 1st. They're changing this. There should be a patch at some point today. From reading it, we'll go over it in a second, that the banner should show up for you, okay? They are terrible about communicating. We'll get into all of that. But then I also want to show who the best summons are on this banner, as well as give what I am doing on my newer accounts. I'm playing through multiple new accounts to give you examples of what you can do with your account. I want to give multiple options and say what I think you'll have the most fun with versus what other creators will tell you is probably the smarter thing to do. But I think I always aim for fun with this game. So let's get into all of it one step at a time. The first step is going to be the new patch notes. So the patch notes here. One of the things within the patch notes is they talk about the impact of the new content they brought, the imprint circuit. I'm not going to cover that I won't cover that in this video. I'll give a quick opinion. It's definitely too much. They wanted this to have a minor impact on the game, but the stats they gave were crazy. So they adjusted it to give it looks like half stat for everything. And I still think that's probably too much. I don't know if the system is exactly what we're looking for as an older player at all, but we'll see. We'll see how this ends up going. I don't think people are going to be too happy about it. And there are also other old player issues. Whenever you're doing the new event, summoning Moonlight 5s, you do not get if you pull a duplicate copy, you're not getting that duplicate. And a lot of people are like upset about that. And I completely understand. So they didn't cover that in this at all, at least not that I saw. Maybe they'll end up fixing that to where you guys will get the duplicates. But otherwise, this is for more in-game players. But now we're going to go in. There's actually two things I want to cover. This is going to be for newer players. Improvement of daily conditions for new limited packs. So there's a bunch of really good packs that show up if you make a new account. Okay, I do not know how this directly changes it. Okay, I'm still confused. They changed it to where the previous edition displayed upon clearing specific episodes for account creative after January 1st, 2026. So people who already progressed, these packs are not showing up for them. They are packs that are available for 24 hours, and I did make a video over which packs I think were the most value, and they're actually insane. The best deals I've ever seen in Epic 7. And they changed it to where displayed upon reaching account rank 30 or above for accounts created after January 1st, 2026. So I believe those of you guys that log in after they roll out this patch, you should be able to see the packs, but you will only have 24 hours to buy it, is what it looks like. So when you log in, if you're interested in looking at those packs, see if they're there. Now, I'm sure this will still be buggy. I don't know if there's a level cap if you're already level 60 because you started on January 1st or whatever, if those will still show up. But those of you guys that started during the April Fool's event, I'm hoping they will be there for you. But this is the big one. This one, they actually clarify a lot better. This is the banner that we showed and what we're going to be talking about in this video. It is a discounted Mystic banner. Okay, with the discounted Mystic banner, the Mystic summons will cost 30 a piece instead of 50, so 40% discount. And the problem with this was it was only showing up for people who were below rank 30 before the update, or people who made a brand new account after this update rolled out. So anyone, again, who started 2 days before and got to account rank 32, which I know a lot of you guys were in chat talking about that yesterday, you do not have the access to this. But they're changing it to where now the before was available for use in summoning upon reaching rank 30, and now it's going to be available for use if the account was created after January 1st, 2026. Okay, so those of you guys that are older players who created their account before 2026 start, there is going to be a different banner coming Wednesday that I believe is the same as this. I just do not know if it's discounted, but I think you can select up to Lady of the Scales. Everything's the same, and you can summon for the same characters there. I do not know if it's discounted. If we have any confirmation, any of you guys know, comment it down below, but I could not get confirmation on if it's 30 discounted summons like a regular banner is, or if the whole thing's just discounted. I could see it all being discounted though for even returning and regular players next week, but we'll see. Okay, and then lastly, we're gonna get compensation for this. So a lot of people are really mad. We're gonna be getting 20 leaves. We're gonna be getting a transcendent currency selection chest, which that is basically just a duplicate or an imprint for one of your characters. So it's like pulling 2 characters, but it's a universal one. You can use it on any character if you get the unknown slate, or if you get the bottle of knowledge, you can use it on any artifact. So it's a duplicate for a hero or an artifact, and it's universal. So that's all really good. I don't hate it. The only thing I don't know, again, is the packs, and then this imprint circuit thing for in-game players. Let's not talk about that. We'll cover that and full opinions of it in a different video because that's a whole can of worms to open. So now let's go into the banner. I'm going to break this down into a couple parts here. If you are a new account, whenever you're getting into the game, you're going to be earning around, it's 2,000 Mystic Medals going through Abyss. Your first 1,000 you will earn by the time you get to accounts rank, or Abyss 60. So as you're going through, once you get to Abyss 60, you will earn 1,000. And then you will again get 500 at 88 and 500 at 99. So you will get 2,000 Mystic Medals relatively easily as a new player from Abyss. That is a pretty good chunk. Now, the banner, in order to do the 200 summons, it costs 6,000. Now, the big part of getting Mystic Medals as a new player is going to be in the side story. If you go to Moonlight Theater, after you clear the second chapter or story of the game, you will have this. This is the way that you can finish out that banner. This is going to be everything you need just about. It's 4,800 total Mystic Medals, but it costs a lot of gold to get this. So with the way this content works is you are able to buy a ticket for 5,000 gold. You can farm gold. As you see, I already have 35 million, and I could get like up to 50 million, I believe, from the farming I've done. If you guys are curious, you can stop by the stream and see. I will have the guide series out, which will explain all of this, but a quick explanation. You farm for gold, and then you will be buying these out. Now, with this, there are 96 chapters, okay? 96 different chapters you can go through, and you cannot skip them. This is something you're gonna have to mash your button and click through if you don't care about the story, or if you care about the story, you can read it. But each different one you watch, you get 50 Mystic Medals for, and there are 96. So you have to go through each of these. It'll take you hours to do, but 4,800 total there. So you have 6,800 Mystic Medals just from Abyss, plus watching all of that. So you are easily able to pity this banner as a new player. So you can guaranteed get one of the characters you want, no matter what that's in the game. So if there's a certain character within the banner selection that you like and want to play with 7 and just want to get that character, you're good to go. Now, a couple other ways to earn Mystic Medals. New players are having the event that's going on, or actually all players are. As you get into the game, you're going to be able to do missions each day. And where is it? Mystic Summon support boost. So every 2 days of playing and doing these missions right here, you will get 150 Mystic Medals, and on discounted, that's 5 summons. So every 2 days, you'll get an additional 5 summons here for a total of 1,050 Mystic Medals. And then otherwise, there are multiple other ways to earn Mystic Medals. You can do shop refreshes, and we'll explain all that in different videos. I don't want this video to take too long. Now, with all of this, you have 2 options. If you want to save your Mystic Medals to pull for, there's going to be new ML5s, and generally in Epic 7, the new Moonlight 5 characters are the strongest. They power creep every single one because they need to sell it. This game's been out 8 years. They need to make the new characters stronger. So you have the ability to save your Mystic Medals for whatever new character is coming, because this one is old characters up to Lady of the Scales, which Lady of the Scales is extremely good, and I think she's worth getting for everyone. I think this banner is the go-to for new players. I don't think saving is the play unless you want to be super hardcore in the game. But if you're a casual player checking out the game, want to get as many things as possible, I would summon on this. Now, before you go summon on this though, there is one character on banner currently, and that is Nodos. Nodos is going to be the newest ML5, and he is very strong. Now, the first 30 summons you do on a banner, you are able to get a what is the discount? You get a discount on it. I think it's a 30% discount. So it's a little bit different than the 40, but it costs 35 Mystic Medals to summon. And my advice for anyone getting into the game right now is go in, do 30 summons on Nodos banner. If you get him, awesome. They just get 1 copy, stop, do not summon any more on it. But if you don't get them, then the pity carries over. So you get 30 discounted summons to where on the next Mystic banner, it will only be 170 to pity. So ideally, every single banner that comes out within Moonlight 5, when you're playing the game, you will at least do 30 summons on it as just a trial. And then after that, if you really want the character to go further, if not, you're closer to pity for whatever character you really want. Okay, so with the banner, now we're gonna go in. This is my advice. So 1,050 into here, and you will still have plenty to finish out this banner if you would like. Now, again, once you do this though, you will be pretty drained from Mystic Medals. You won't have a great chance of getting any of the next couple ML5s that come out. It's always a chance. Always do your discounted summons, but this will pretty much bleed your account. You will have maybe 2,000 to 3,000 Mystic Medals at most by the time the next banner comes, which is going to be. Are we for sure? I don't know if we're guaranteed that it is Salome or whatever her name is, Salami, but if she is going to be the next one, she looks really fun, but we don't know if that's a guarantee the next one or not. I don't know if that's set. Okay, so now the most important part of this video, let's get into. It is who to pick from this banner. So with the newest update that's here, we have all of the different Moonlight 5 tickets, and the Moonlight 5 tickets, you can get any character up to Successor Teiyu. So if you see here, any character on here, Successor Teiyu or before, you can get within those tickets, meaning that the most valuable characters here are going to be these three. Okay, these are after, and Lady of Scales is by far the best. I think anyone would tell you she's the best character on this rotation that you can get. Then, if you are summoning on this banner, you can actually get multiple Moonlight 5s. You are guaranteed one, but you will, okay, let's break it down. The way this banner works, you will set a Moonlight 5 character, whichever you want, and as you're summoning, if you get a Moonlight 5, then you can change who you have set. So no matter what, you're guaranteed doing 200 summons. So if you get a character, then you're guaranteed going to get 2 Moonlight 5s, because on the 200 summon, you are guaranteed whatever character you have selected. So that's why this banner is so good, besides the fact that it's discounted. So the ideal situation is you set Lady of the Scales, you end up summoning her after like 50 summons, and then you switch over to Witch of the Mere Tenebria, and if you don't get any other ML5s, or you don't pull her along the way, you will guaranteed get her. Now, there is a chance you get 4 or 5 of your choice, basically, characters going through this if you get lucky. You shouldn't aim for or hope for that. I mean, you can hope for that, but you shouldn't expect that. Most likely, you're going to do 200 summons, and you're just going to get Lady of the Scales, and that's fine. But if you do get lucky, you can go through, and these 3 characters would be the pick for me. I would do Lady of the Scales, Witch of the Mere Tenebria, and then Botsaranka in that order. That is my take on that. Some people may want Botsaranka second. That's fine. Actually, Botsaranka might be second. Depends on the kind of player you want to be or which one you like the most, but they're all 3 really great. Now, if you go nuclear and just are getting a ton of Moonlight 5s from this, you can go back and grab, depending on how your summons are going on your tickets, you can end up grabbing Harsetti. Imperial Illinav would be my next top pick. New Moon Luna is fantastic. Harsetti's, again, great. And from there, we also are going to have Ruel, we're all going to be getting. Maid Chloe's not terrible. And Broward Stairs is pretty solid. Oh, Bellion. Bellion is also a great option from in here. But the thing with getting Bellion is when you get into RTA or PvP, or RTA specifically, you can pick a loner Bellion, and she's going to be usable. So you don't technically need to have Bellion on your account right now for playing RTA. But for every other content, there is not a way that you can get her for free to use. Okay, so that is my choices for this banner and how a little breakdown of how it works. I'm going to go ahead and pick Lady of the Scales, and then you go into the 4-star banner. You have to pick a 4-star Moonlight character, and you're much higher chance of getting one of these. So within this banner, the best picks for this are going to be Moon Bunny Dominial, and then Infinite Horizon Acades. New Kid Aiden is okay. She's up there. Bloodblade Corinne is also a top pick, so I'm going to go up to her. So Bloodblade Corinne is great. And then there was one other character that I said, oh, Sinful Angelica can be used in quite a bit of PvE content. So those are my top 5 picks. I do not have any other ones that I'm a huge fan of, but if there's a character in here that you like after you maybe get 1 or 2, you can switch over to them. But otherwise, most of the ML4 stars are kind of dated. They have uses, but not a ton. It's Kitty Clarissa, maybe for some of best floors. But otherwise, the ones that I showed would be my pick. Sinji's good for... Oh, yeah, Sinji is good for PvP, too. She did get a buff recently. So that is my take on this banner, how you should spend your first Mystic Metal / ML summons that you get along the way. I guess just Mystic Metals, but which MLs to summon for. Okay, again, this is a sloppy video. Trying to do it while live. I messed up the first time really bad. Again, I will be live progressing this account, and I'm also... The goal is the step-by-step new player guide. Hopefully the first episode is up today. I cannot promise it. I'm trying to get it up for the weekend. We'll see. You guys will see it whenever I post it, I guess. But thank you guys for sticking around. If you want to watch this account's progression, come to the live stream. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.